Hey guys, what's up? Scottish Duck here once again, right. Before we get into the title of the video, yeah, I've not been making videos for a while, I've been busy, blah blah blah, none of you care. Anyway, onto the video. Now, I'm making this purely because I kind of said I would, but I never thought I would, funnily enough. And the reason I never thought I would is because this game, for the longest time, I didn't believe it had an ending, okay? It was so fucking long, it went on forever. It's like Okami long, seriously. But yeah, in any case. Xenoblade Chronicles, it's been out in Europe for about 10 weeks or something, I think. And I've just anew there, finally beaten it. Oh, seriously, when an RPG is this long, you know, I know length is an important thing, especially with an RPG, but it's like it can be taxing. It really can be. And I hope they all shut up outside. Anyway, so yeah, what do I finally think of it? Well, I've already dwelled into a few things in my first impressions video. You know, yeah, it was a really superb game. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know where to begin. Well, okay, story-wise, yeah, it was good and epic and all that. Granted, it does fall kind of into some sort of typical cliches of Japanese RPGs, you know. You'll have, like, your typical cast of characters. You'll have your, like, hero, your love interest, your sort of comic relief character. Actually, no, there isn't a serious... No, there isn't one of those serious characters. It's quite funny, actually. No. In any case. But yeah, it was a real good conclusion and all that, and what was I want to say? Very epic, by the way. Me and my friend were sort of joking about this, right? He was always like a few hours ahead of me when we were playing it, and every time we were talking, he was like, "Where are you at, Donald?" And I would tell him, and he was like, "Oh, you're about to see something really epic." And it got to the point where I was like, "Really? I'm bored of epic stuff. Can't we have like a hot spring sequence or something?" But sadly there's no hot spring sequence in this game. But anyway, story was really good. Gameplay, I said this in the video, and in my impressions video, and I stick by it completely. This game modernizes the Japanese RPG genre. You know, some examples of what it does. When you die, it doesn't like give you a game over screen. You actually get teleported back a little bit where your current location is, and you know, you just pick up from there. You know, questing is absolutely like really easy. You just have to talk to people, and you may or may not. You can even choose to ignore quests altogether, and you'll automatically complete half of them. You know, most of the time. And yeah, it just feels, if you're not into JRPGs, you really should give it a try, because it doesn't feel. Well, actually, it does feel like a JRPG, but it just feels different in a sense that's, like, really good, and, yeah, it blows my mind. You really gotta try it for yourself. It's fantastic, and, in terms of combat is really good. There was nothing really wrong with it. It was, the difficulty was right. I'm not gonna go into the sort of mechanics of it all, but it's something you don't get bored of, basically. It wasn't the best combat system I ever played, but I'm not trying to be negative by saying that. You know, it was really good. Right. Graphic-wise, this is the best game I've seen this generation. You all think I'm being... yes, this is a Wii game. Yes, sorry, and you all think I'm taking the piss, don't you? No. Okay, like, if you want to talk about, you know, polygon count, or, you know, how high the textures are, then okay, this isn't the best looking game this generation, but in terms of scale, in terms of just outright performance, it's second to none, guys. Seriously, you will always have something epic to look at. I said this in my impressions video. It goes through the entire game, you know. The fucking scale of this game is unparalleled, right? I've yet to see a frigging PS3 360 game that matches this level of scale. It's just unheard of. The fact that it's on the Wii just absolutely baffles me. I mean, stuff like this was probably really hard to do on PS3 360, and here it is on the Wii. It's, it's really awesome stuff, so totally. Yeah, anything else to talk about? I don't know. when I was beating it there, you know, it's like, I got to that part where I was like, oh fuck, am I going to beat this, or am I going to have to go and level up some more? Because I'm busy with uni work, and I really wanted to get this out of the way. And I'm so glad I did now. But yeah, either way, I totally highly recommend it. And let's talk a bit about the American localization, shall we? When in my impressions video, I said, you know, I couldn't see you guys not getting it. And I do kind of stand by that decision, but god damn it, it's taken Nintendo of America a long time. You know, this... If they don't friggin' publish this game in America, it'll be one of the greatest injustices in the history of gaming. I think I said those exact words in my impressions video, but anyway. But yeah, it's 10 weeks in and it sold 100,000 copies in Europe, which is about 2/3 of the total Japanese sales. And keep in mind, this game's been out since 2010 in Japan. You know, it's been out for well over a year. So yeah, it's doing really well. And if you do live in Europe, by the way, and you're thinking about getting this game, I would highly recommend you do so now, because it's quickly turning into one of those games that, you know, becomes a collector's item on eBay and will be like mega expensive. In fact, there was a collector's edition for the game, which came with a Classic Controller Pro, a red one. I've got a black one. But yeah, and if you want to buy that now, you're going to have to spend something like to 80 or maybe even £100 for it. It's gotten really, really rare, and yeah, you can totally see why. I mean, you know, it's one of the last Wii games, and, you know, until Nintendo's next console comes out, it's going to get that status, and it definitely deserves it. And even if you are going to pay that much for it, I'd still say it's friggin' worth it. You know, every moment of this game was just absolutely superb. It totally deserves that 93, I think it is now, on Metacritic. And I really hope you guys in America get it, right? It's laughable if you don't get it, seriously, considering how good this game is. Nintendo's got to see that, they have to. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say. I totally recommend this game. It's going to be Game of the Year material. There's no apps, it's not even funny how much non-doubt there is about that, and I'm not making sense. I'm tired anyway. Hopefully my chair wasn't squeaking too much throughout that video as well. But anyway, see you after, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye, Xenoblade. Bye-bye.